again, Jesse here from the Financial Toolbox to answer another question that was posed to me this week. This is a question that touches on the dark side of the investment industry, the dirty little secret, if you would call it. The question comes to me, Jesse, what is account churning and how do I protect myself from it? Excellent question. In fact, account churning, let's start with the definition. This has been around for such a long time, years before I started in the industry. And if you're in the any industry for 20 years, you get to see things that you might not like to see. So this is one of them. Account churning is when an advisor will trigger unnecessary trades to generate commissions for themselves, and it holds back the return of their clients. It's highly unethical. It shouldn't happen, but it does happen. So here's how to identify it, and you should be protecting yourself from it. It's most notably associated with the brokerage industry. So a broker will trade the account a number of times in and out of various positions and generate a number of commissions per transaction. It also happens with discretionary trades. So if you've given someone special power to act and trade on your account without your consent on each individual trade, that's something where it could be easily abused if they want to generate more income for themselves as an advisor. They just keep putting in unnecessary trades. It also happens with the mutual fund industry. Think of it this way. Well, I would say it happens with independent financial planners, or people who call themselves that, where they could go with different companies and they get recommissioned every time they put you into a new series of funds. So let's think of it this way. Someone puts you into a series of funds, let's say that dynamic funds. They're great, they've done so well, they're the hot ticket this year, and they put you into these funds, and then a couple of years later, or even a year later, they say, that was so last year, let's put you into another fund family, like Fidelity, they're great. And what they do is they get recommissioned on all those purchases, and the client suffers through a lower return because they're paying an early redemption fee or a deferred sales charge. Highly unethical. And it's something you should protect yourself from. So if you have questions with this, there is a way to resolve it. Certainly, there's ways to explore it. If you want, hey, reach out to me. We can identify if this is something affecting you and affecting your family, and we can resolve it. Another interesting way of resolving this is to work with an institution where any new transactions or any new switches between funds will not trigger any additional compensation for the advisor. That's probably one of the most ethical ways of dealing with this, and it's something you should be aware of. Those places are out there. So I'm glad I answered the question. I hope this helps in terms of what you needed to know. You can protect yourself from this dark secret in the industry. So keep your questions coming. You're awesome. I love being able to answer these questions. Jesse from the Financial Toolbox signing out. Keep them coming.